Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds, in the studio bright and early Thursday morning. So Bears were back out on the court. Did they add to the win column?
I wish I could tell you that they did, but they did not. Both Mizzou and Missouri State lost close games. The Bears fell 66-61 to Northern Iowa, and the Missouri Tigers fell to Tennessee, one of the top teams in America. Not that Missouri isn't. Missouri is also a very good team, but that was an 85-82 game and a really, really tough loss for both teams. We'll talk more about it coming up.
Yeah, so let's talk about the Drury Panthers. When are they back out on the court?
They are playing tonight. Both the Drury teams are on the road. They're headed up to Kirksville to play Truman State. These are conference games. And both of the Drury teams are looking to shake off double defeats, and that does not happen very often with Drury basketball, especially with the Lady Panthers. But they'll take on a good Truman State. The two good Truman State teams tonight should be very interesting and see whether or not the improvement has taken place.
Last but not least, the Missouri State basketball Bears not having the greatest season, but there is some hope for the future with the Missouri State football Bears. They just got some new members, didn't they?
Well, yesterday was the start of the official signing day for future athletes. Now you're saying, no, wait a minute, what was that thing in December that they had? Well, that was the early signing period. That's when most of them did sign their letters of intent. But yesterday is the start of the official winter football signing period, and the Bears received 24 commitments. There were 14 newcomers coming in and 10 transfers. And that's very good. I talked to Coach Beard, and he is very pleased with what he had. Bears, of course, go on to a new team now, joining Conference USA. So we wish them good luck, and we have our fingers crossed for them.
What happened in the Bears and Mizzou games yesterday?
Well, they were both very good games. Missouri State could have and maybe should have won their game. They did not. They lost 66-61. Why? Because, Mike, they're in a situation where they don't do the little things that sometimes that escapes fans and players, like missing a key foul shot here, or the end of a 1-and-1, or throwing the ball away down during the course of the game. Perhaps at the moment it doesn't make all that big a difference, but then when you see it build up, it does. And then you end up with a score like 66-61. For instance, the Bears only made 11 foul shots last night. Well, Northern Iowa made 19, and right there is the key difference. It's a big one. There was also a key play late in the game with under 2 minutes to play when the Northern Iowa coach asked the referees to review a play. They did, and they changed their call, and that was a very key moment in the game. Bears are close. Missouri is also very close. They're a good basketball team. Missouri had the lead most of the game against Tennessee. Tennessee is one of the top teams in America. Missouri's number 15. And Missouri led. But then midway through the second half, the Tennessee team, they have a guy named Milicic on the team. He's one of the student from the Middle Eastern country somewhere. Came in and he lit up everything with 21 points. A guy named Zakar Ziegler also had 21. And Tennessee took a brief lead that they never looked back. Tennessee's very good and beat Missouri 85-81. It was a good game. Both teams played well. We can be proud of them. And the Missouri Tigers, once the March Madness comes around, it could be a team with whom to be reckoned.
So we got the idea in our head that the Cardinals might be trading away one of their star players. Time went on, kind of looking like, well, that might not happen. Well, is there hope that it still might happen?
Well, this whole thing is a saga. It's almost like it's a storybook. Yes, the negotiations have been reopened. The key player doesn't even play for either team. He's with somebody else, but he's made his decisions, and then again, he's wavering on what he might do. So as a result, the Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox have apparently reopened thoughts on what could happen. And Nolan Arenado is all excited about it because he may, in fact, be ending up with the Boston Red Sox after all. But then again, with spring training just a couple of weeks away, somebody better make up their minds pretty quickly, although deals can happen during spring as well. But this is very awkward for the media and awkward for the fans, but Arenado may or may not be a Cardinal next year.
It's going to be an interesting year for that team in and out of that front office. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. The front office is taking a bashing now from a former Cardinal and a former one of their broadcasters, Jim Edmonds, a guy who is a member of the Cardinals Hall of Fame. He was not rehired to be one of the broadcasters this year, and he became rather petulant about the whole thing and left the scene, went on the media and blasted the Cardinals front office, said it's not what it used to be. People have changed. Well, you know, those things do happen. Companies change and individuals, as the years go on, people do change as well. And Mr. Edmonds was not apparently ready for any of this, and he has said, hey, it's disjointed. Nobody there knows what's going on. It's a mess. So I'm not going to be a part of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, situations happen like that in companies and in any profession, not just in baseball. But Mr. Edmonds has left making a lot of noise.
Yeah, he has, and I will say this: he's not alone in that thought, Ned. You have a good day, and I will see you on Friday.